Alright, what's up everyone? It's Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we have 3 of Hot Wheels' latest Team Transport releases. So this is number 53, 54, and 55, which is crazy because we're almost at 60 of these, and we are very close to 60 if you count the 3 Legends Tour releases and the Supreme. We're basically at, what, 59 already. So this line has been so cool to collect. I really like every car that's been released. Some are better than others, obviously, but most of them are so killer. I've really enjoyed collecting this. So we'll go ahead and take a look at each. The first one, number 53, the Alfa Romeo 155 V6 Ti in the Fleet Flyer in a beautiful and very appropriate setting of colors. The red and black for the Alfa Romeo. It looks very nice. That it's just a very complimentary. Red and Italian cars go together. It's just perfection. So next up, 54 over here. The 61 Impala or Impala, however you prefer to pronounce it, and the 72 Chevy Ramp Truck. The Ramp Truck, this is the first time we're seeing this casting. It is new for 2023, and this is by far the hardest one to find in this like 3-car set. I think it goes like this. Snatch first, second, and then this is kind of the peg warmer, even though this is a really nice release. But you can't beat that C10 Ramp Truck with the vintage Chevy stock car on it. Like, come on, that looks like all the colors and everything are perfection. All right, and then lastly, we have the 70 Rover, I gotta read it, P6 Group 2 and the Hot Wheels Rally Hauler, which is the second or third time we've seen this at least. It's nice because it comes with the truck and the like removable trailer, and all the wheels match, which I really appreciate. But this, like the paint job on this is a very almost like French or even American looking. So I like it. I don't mind it. Like I said, this one's probably the peg warmer. I've seen this one the most. I've seen this one the least. And then the Alpha, but the Alpha is so good. So we'll go ahead and open them in order. So here is the Alpha. Okay, so here's the back. I don't know if I showed that yet. So if you want to pause it and look at it, or if you want to see the barcode right there. But I'm trying to think when they started releasing this line. What was it, 2019, 18, 20? I don't know. It seems like all the years have been mixed together over the past couple years, but I know they've been doing this line for a while, but it's nice that we're getting so many releases. This line has been easier to find than the Target double packs, I will say. I've had better luck with these, but man, look at that. Oh, looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this out without dropping the Alpha out the back. So we'll take a look at the truck first. Perfect colors. I really like that. This has a full metal base, which is awesome. Like, look at the detail. The Alfa Romeo is actually legible. The script is legible. The logo on the door actually looks decent, which I'm surprised because it is that like printer style graphic. But overall, this looks good. You can tell it's a printer style graphic, but on the truck, to me, it doesn't stick out as much as some of the cars. That huge side tampo looks great. It's got a few scratches in it. Oh, look at that. Come on. There we go. So dope. I love this truck. Those colors are awesome. And I like the gray door. I think the gray door really brings a pop of color, even though it's gray. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does. Very nice. Okay. Let's do a little roll test. All right, in the Alpha itself. Very nice paint job. I did some Google searching before this video to see if this car was designed after a specific one, and I don't think it is. It's just a generalization of like the DTM cars that raced during this period, but it looks very similar to several like Alfa Romeo sponsored cars. So if you go to Google and type in the name of the car and then red, or just in general, because half of them are red already, you'll see the real life versions of these. But this looks good. It does have the printer style tampos, but they're working. This one actually looks a lot better. I know the headlights don't look the best, but it is a race car, so to me it's not supposed to look perfect. The detail, like the Alfa Corsa on the bumper, doesn't look bad. It could look better, but it doesn't look terrible. Some of these printer tampos have been terrible recently, but this one is not so bad. You can't really read the Alfa Romeo script there, but it's at least there's not a ton of speckling on it outside the paint, which is nice. The Alfa Romeo, the clover on the side, you can tell what it is. It could be clearer. Yeah, this is probably one of the better ones that I've seen with the printer style tampos, just because I can almost read everything, or at least know what everything is. See, that's much sharper because that's pad printed. That looks a lot better than the one on the hood. Like, look at that. Much better. But this looks great. Alfa Romeo. Again, you can see the printer style tampos on it, but this looks great. I'm pretty happy with this overall. Man, that looks good. Heck yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, solid set. We're already off to a really, really good start. And I'm going to put that right there so I don't knock it off. Okay, number 54, probably the most anticipated one. Oh, the 61 Chevy. This is so cool. I'm a big NASCAR fan. I have probably 600 NASCARs in my collection, if not more than that. I don't do a ton of NASCAR unboxings, but I probably should because I enjoy those cars so much. But usually I just enjoy them and open them real fast. So, all right, come on. Sick. Look at that. Oh, so good. Okay. See if I can pull these out together. One at a time. I don't know. Oh. I don't want to drop them. There we go. All right, let's look at the car first this time. So, very clean 61 Chevy. It just looks, man, that looks so clean. The colors on this, excellent. So, this probably was inspired or is supposed to look like the Ned Jarrett Chevys from that era, and I will overlay a picture of a couple of his right in the corner up here so you can see what I'm talking about, but it looked very similar. A lot of his had a white top with red letters like outlined, so these are very reminiscent of that color combo, but this looks so good with those big white steel wheels, the fat rubber. I mean, this looks awesome. It really does. This is probably one of the nicest, like cleanest designed team transport cars. It just looks so good. They did not update the interior, however, because the real stock car NASCAR would not have had speakers and or a back seat, and it probably would have had a roll cage. So they didn't do the interior, but they did the rest of it. It has the Holly, the Bell, the Chevy, the El Segundo Chevrolet, which is where Hot Wheels is headquartered, the big 409 cubic inch, which probably would have been, I think that would have been accurate. It's got the, oh man, I don't know. It's got the like Chevy, the cross flag logo right there, but you can really, it's really, really hard to see. It's so pixelated. And those actually are tampoed headlights. So if you look back at it back here, it looks like it has like light shading on it, which looks pretty realistic, even though it is a tampo. I will say that looks pretty good, but the grill emblem is not the best. But the car looks great, though, other than that. Let's check out back. And the taillights are the printer style. But again, I think this one pulls it off okay. It's not like there's not speckles of other colors all over the other paint. So it's not bad. This one looks awesome. Man, I really, really like that. And it rolls pretty good, too. Look at the stance. It's got that rake stance. Oh. So sick. Okay. That makes me want to buy some more of these and maybe customize this one because that's a really just such a good looking casting. I love it. Okay. The C10 Ramp Truck. Man, look at that. 1973 C20. So I guess it's not, it's a C20 because it is a 2500 series, I guess. What does that say? I can't read what that says. I know it's like the badge for the truck, but I can't read. It's so pixelated. Yeah, that one doesn't even look like anything. And I will say this one, like the tan on it does have the dots that I was talking about on the other ones, like the speckles of color, which I do not like because they basically filled it in by adding different colors. It's not colors mixed together. It's like pointillism where the dots go together, and you can see that in the gray a little bit. So that's a little disappointing that there's so many, like, almost looks like a football or something because it has so many dots on it. But the truck and casting itself is excellent. I like that they put the gray ramps on it. Oh, look, and it has like the helper ramps down here, and it has like straps and some other things. That's really cool that they did that. Ooh, and I like that it has the license plate. Like, look how clear that is compared to that one. Because this is a very good example of a printer style tampo which is right there on the front, versus the pad printed one. Like, look how much clearer that one is. That looks like an actual real California yellow and blue plate, because it even has like aging on the letters, where this just looks, I mean, that just looks terrible. The headlights look okay, and the rest of the grille, again, the rest of the grille on this one and the Chevy logo look okay. Even the bumper, like the turn signals, look okay. It's just that pixelation on the, I mean, the badge is so, I mean, you can't even see what it says. And this has, I think those are, yeah, that's like the pinstriping on it is also the printer style tampos, because you can see it on the gray right there. But that is not, surprisingly, which is why it looks so good. So let's look at the bottom. So the chassis is all metal. Oh, which way? You can see, so this truck actually has a ton of metal. So this is all metal. This is metal. The only part of plastic is the actual ramp part. Man, that looks so good though. I love the retro slotted wheels in chrome. It just fits with the era. Even though this truck is what, 10 years older? 72, 11 years older than this car. So it probably wouldn't have been trailering this. It would have been a 60s Chevy or GMC that was trailering this car original. But if it was like maybe in the short track or in like a Bush series or an ARCA series back in the day, which I don't even think existed in the 60s or, well, 70s it might have. They could have ran this in combination, but this truck is a little too new to have actually like carried this in a race of the era, but it looks hella good combined. Like, these look so good. What do you think? Let me know if this is your favorite one in the comments. I know the car is at least my favorite. The truck, I mean, the truck is excellent too. How can you not like that? I'll be excited to see what other colors they release this in the future. Hopefully that means we're going to get some more Chevy like licensed team transport stuff, because that looks awesome. Okay. All right, lastly, the Rover in the Hot Wheels Rally Hauler. I'm so tired. All right. I actually really liked the first release of the Rover in red. I thought it was a good looking car. I'm not too familiar with the actual car itself in real life, because I don't know if they even sold them in the United States, but it's a cool looking car. And I like that it's a 4-door too. So, all right, here is the Rally Hauler. Looks good. It has the printer style tampos all the way around. But again, this series seems to be doing a little bit better with it than the past. Like, the marks are cleaned up a little bit better. Even though it is still pixelated, you can clearly see where the line, there's not a ton of other color in the white line. So that is very nice. Even that the, like, I guess those are like marker lights or turn signals. Above, I don't know what that is. Vent even, I don't know. You can tell the pixelation there. You can see like in the headlight right there, the extra color in it. That's not on the stripe right there. Like how it has like, it almost looks like funfetti. But other than that, this truck has a pretty solid paint job on it. So it's got that little roof box mounted. The wheels look great. This is a full metal, just like all the cars are. It's got that huge toe thing sticking right out of the back, which I believe it would have been down on the frame. So I don't know if that's like scientifically or designed correctly, but it still looks pretty good. So let's roll it. Ooh, rolls very good. Okay. It's a toy. We forgive some of that sometimes. So, all right, the trailer looks good, and I like that it can be used for a lot of other stuff because it's not branded like Alfa Romeo or Rover or anything like that. So really, you can slap any car on this you want. This is metal, and then the axle keeper here is plastic. So those nice vintage racing wheels. It's got a lot of detail on it, actually. A lot of cast detail into it. Okay, let's look at the Rover. Very nice red, white, and blue paint job. And there you can see more of that printer style tempo. But just like the truck right here, it doesn't have any carryover from the tempo colors into the white, which is nice. Like the white is pretty white. It's got some like carryover dirt in it or something, but at least it does not have like the funfetti style. And the Coney actually is rather sharp. So Rover, Castrol, hopefully this means they're turning a corner and are starting to figure out some of the printer style tampos a little better, because that's cool. That looks good. It still has a little bit of pixelation in it, but for what it is in the detail, like you can see the grids and the grill, it looks okay. And the black part right here looks like a huge, like it's smiling at you. It's kind of, let's see, you can see the pixelation and the hood pins that are huge. That has a little bit of like wash over from the black, like leaking out a little bit. You can see that, but it's not as bad as the hood pins right there. And it's got like a little hair in the paint or something. I don't know, can you see that right there? I don't know. But the Rover looks good. The white doesn't look bad. The Rover, oh, you can read the Rover on the trunk. The gas cap right there is a pixelated, is the Funfetti style. The back, really, that's the downfall of this one. If they would have corrected like that Funfetti style Tampo stuff on this one, it would have been, I mean, it would have been really good with the printer style Tampo still. So good looking casting. I like that the roll cage is red, that it matches. The car looks good. I mean, it does. It looks nice. So this is plastic. The front air dam is plastic. The body is metal. The chassis is metal, obviously. Looks pretty good. Not terrible. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, it rolls pretty well. It looks good. Let's see on the trailer. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I get it? Okay. Yeah, that looks good together. Nice. These display very well. The only thing is finding displays for them because they're kind of an odd shape. Like, how do you, if you collect this line, how do you display these? Do you display them out or do you put them in cases? Because I like to keep mine in cases so they don't get dusty. But I'm having trouble finding cases that are long enough to like put some of these trucks in like this in the car side by side, because now what we have, we're on 55 or 60. We're almost at 60 of these. So it's a lot of room to collect this line. But overall, I'm very happy with this one. I think this is probably one of the better quality ones in a while. I think this set is stacked. Like this look, they all look good. I really don't think there's any losers in this one at all. Especially this one. This is so cool. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. If you're collecting this line, are you up to date? Have you seen these at your local stores? And also tell me which one you like the best, obviously, and what you think of these printer style Tampos. Do you think this line, looking at them, if you watch any of my other videos, have looked a little better? Because I actually think they're starting to get better, which is good to know, because a couple of the other sets I've opened recently haven't had the best printer style Tampos. But overall, I'm happy with this. What a good unboxing. Ding. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Langley Group, Discord, and whatnot. All the links to my social are down in the description, as well as links to all the other Team Transport like trios I have opened over the years. So if you're into watching more of those, I've opened quite a few of them. So be on the lookout for more of these as I pick them up, and a couple of the past ones. And I'll probably do a Legends Tour unboxing when I get the Porsche set, and I think I have the Corvette and the Nova still to open as well. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.